collectively as a community to fight for these laws to be changed. And in fact we have very little time because the next election is February around early 2018. And you think, well, that's 2 years ago, but it's a very brave government that introduces so-called controversial legislation within the year leading up to an election, which means we've got 1 year. And as Senator Wong said, we have to capitalise on that. We've got 12 months to get through these laws. Now, look, the Adoption Act has been in and out of Parliamentary Reviews Committee for 4 or 5 years. Similarly, the Sex Reassignment Act, which should be appealed, has been through a similar process. The fact that other states have actually thank you, worked on these and have been successful in part, but they're working through them, whereas we've got nowhere. Similarly with the so-called gay panic defence, believe it or not, it's the Law Society of South Australia who are holding that up. Yes, we need again to let the government, well indeed Parliament, because of course the government may introduce these law reforms, but it's up to, as Senator Wong said, parliamentarians from all sides to actually vote for law reform. This is particularly what the Premier has promised so far. It's a bit vague. He said, "I will soon have an omnibus bill drafted for the Parliament to consider. This bill will remove elements from up to 14 pieces of legislation." Well, that's 1/10 of those recognised by the Law Reform Institute as needing attention. He said this on the 10th of September. I don't know how long soon is. It doesn't seem to me that it will happen before the end of this year.
So Ian,